Okay, we're back. Let's go ahead and go back up to speed 4 or so. Economy is back on track. Yay. Thankfully, knock on wood here, but thankfully it seems like they haven't been buying all of my stuff this time, which is nice and refreshing. We should definitely put in a customs house here, because ports do slow down your time. Is this... Oh. Darn it. Go here, and then go back up there. Pick up. Should be a bunch of lumber there at this point. And then this guy can go ahead and bring back 2 food. Hopefully he... Hopefully, guy can actually make it back to Dublin at some point. Poor little guy. Oop. Harlech Castle. Yeah, I don't think I got this same one. It's just not worth it. With how mountainous Wales is, or hilly, just not worth trying to get your way across there just for 100k. Like, no. One of the AI can do it for me. They really want to waste their money. Yeah. Yeah, I think we need to just focus on making the money that we need to buy a company. Okay, let's keep going. So since pretty much all we're waiting for is money, I thought I'd share my experience with the Isles here. So I want to say before my senior year of high school, so it's been 5 years at this point. But we took a tour around both Great Britain and Ireland. So we landed in London, very very beautiful city, and spent probably like a night or two, which is definitely not enough. Like if you're going over there, you should definitely spend a lot more time than what we unfortunately had. But what I'm going to do actually is buy another Prussian and keep wait until you got the amount. No, yeah, food. Food is what we want. Okay, so back to the story. So we landed in London, spent probably about 2 days there. So obviously not enough time to really get to see the entire city, but I mean, did a fairly good job on it. Again, I really wish if it couldn't pick up the load, it just wouldn't pick up the car, because it just adds a lot more weight, I think. I don't know if it actually does or not. One of those things that it was never really clear to me. And we got to see a fair amount. We got the ride on the tube, which was really cool. And we went. I got to cross Abbey Road. It was definitely cool. Even to this day, my favorite song. I'm surprised this doesn't have sand over here. I thought I built sand everything. Oh, damn it. Well, that was a lot of wasted money, apparently. That was a really cool experience for me. One of my favorite songs to this day is still Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. So definitely I wouldn't necessarily say like a dream come true, but definitely it was really enjoyable. Really something that I always wanted to do. But so had that, and then from there we were on like one of those tour buses, obviously American Tourist. But we got to drive by Stonehenge, which is somewhere down in this area, right around where my cursor is rotating around. Unfortunately, we didn't get to get very close to it. Had to see it by drive-by, because at the time. Oh, what? Jeez. Really, one of the really big ones too. This one's not quite as important, but still. Fortunately, they haven't been putting out any more of their stocks. Really? Jeez. What is up with these trains? Anyways, because it was the summer solstice, and for whatever reason they were some sort of ceremony type, ritual type thing there. So unfortunately we didn't get to really get close to it, which was a little disappointing, but it is what it is. Just curious. Yeah, they've not a whole lot of profitability yet. But so, and then from there, we went to Bath, which is near Bristol. I think it's like in these little hills right here. And if you don't know what Bath is actually an old Roman bath. That's like one of the only major Roman things that still exist in Britain, because, Britain wasn't super colonized like a lot of... Is there a river running straight through the heart of Britain here? That seems odd. Sorry. One of the few Roman things still that is still around, other than the very remnants, small remnants of Hadrian's Wall. And then, so from there we went into Wales. We stayed in Cardiff, which unfortunately I did not get to go to the Doctor Who experience. I was very disheartened by that. But we got to see the outside of it, so it's not all bad. Jeez. Like, every time you want to go and buy one of these guys, price, like, skyrockets somehow. Alright, so to continue on to the with the story. We went to the Cardiff Castle as well. We then came over to somewhere over here, one of these ports. I think like probably a port right around here or so. And we went over on the ferry to I think we landed in Wexford, but we didn't stay there for very long. We ended up going to Waterford, which has Waterford glass, which is a really like professional, like beautiful glass making company. They make a lot of like very famous glass pieces. So unfortunately, I don't think we can. Yeah, I kind of figured that. So, and I think we spent maybe like a day or so there. And then we came over to Killarney, which, in the Ring of Kerry, which is this peninsula right here, I believe. I want to say this was Dingle, this peninsula to the north of it. I just remember that because it's kind of a funny name, Dingle. We spent, I want to say, 2 nights in Killarney. Got to see like traditional Irish dancing, step dancing. Like I don't think it's called river dancing, but it's something similar to that. And then from there we came up to the Rock of Cashel and Blarney Castle up in this area. Which was both are really cool. I did kiss the Blarney Stone. Obviously, nowadays that would be kind of. I mean, it is still kind of gross, but right, can't attempt another merger right now. But especially with the pandemic and everything, I can't imagine anyone would really want to kiss the Blarney Stone for a while. But yeah, that was really is being from America, you don't really get to see old like castles that have been around for many hundreds of years. Really the oldest things are around here are maybe like 16th century or 1700s. That would be like the 18th century. So it is always super cool to see those type of things. There, we made it to Dublin, and we actually were right by the Guinness factory there in Dublin. Obviously, because I was, still in high school, I didn't drink it, and I still don't drink, more out of choice than anything, but so, and then from there I want to say we went back to Wales and took the ferry back to Wales, came across this northern area of Wales. Beautiful area. Like I really enjoyed what little time I spent in Wales. And then from there we went north towards Gretna Green, I want to say, which is a little town on the Scottish border. We got to see Hadrian's Wall, or what's left of it, obviously. 1855. Uh, Weird. Okay. How did it spend that much money when it was $74? The whole stock thing in this game is weird. I don't understand it. Don't trust any of my opinions on stocks in this game. um So we were in Gretna Green, and then we went up to Edinburgh. Potato. But we got to go up into the Edinburgh castle on top of the hill there. Beautiful. Like, you can see the entire city. But yeah, that was really... All the castles that we got to see were really cool. And then from there, we came back down through Newcastle, and I think we ended up somewhere around Birmingham, but I think it was called Coventry, if I remember correctly. And we went to this burnt out cathedral that got bombed during World War II with the German bombing raids. And that, I ended up getting to go up into the where the spire of the building was. Of course we don't have any. I don't know how you would get gold in this. Like, even with the most productive thing being, you know, cattle right now, I'm still not... Still wasn't able to get enough money to actually buy either of these guys. It must have to be doing a lot worse. You have to have some kind of luck with them. Alright, we'll see. No. I'm a little scared that we're not gonna even get anything. Yeah, you lost. Well, I still think this was a much better one than the first run that I did. I think maybe if I would have done something a little differently, I probably could have gotten at least bronze on this one. But I still think this particular run did really well. Like, I mean, we still made a good amount of profit. I think we got really unlucky with all the breakdowns and stuff. Losing like 2 or 3 trains all in a row definitely hurt us. But, oh well. This one I am fine with. I think anything to do with stocks and net worth and stuff is not really my favorite. I'd rather be more challenged on, can I get to some place from one place to another, personally. But alright, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Railroad Tycoon 2.